don't notice that we don't need someone to give us the answer because we have that ability to find it ourselves. We just need that little conversation, that little jump start to get us going. I think we see it a lot in our groups. Like if we're stuck and then we ask for help from someone, then they'll come over and start the need to know conversation with us, or they'll ask us another question which will lead us to something bigger. And then we have more things to think about and see which way we're heading on this direction.
Second question, what are those specific questions that you can ask at home to verify that they are going in the right direction? So as students, what can your parents ask of you so to kind of get that ball rolling? And as parents, do you have certain questions that you ask them to get that ball rolling, to get them to dive deeper in that chemistry project for the metric system? So are there specifics, and who wants to respond first?
Usually I just say, you have homework, and then it turns into, yes, but. And then the but comes out, and then you try to give them a little idea or something so they can succeed.
I also, whenever I get the little email, echo emails, it says, Taylor has a project coming up in whatever it is. Then what I make sure is when we drive home, when I pick her up from band practice, I turn the radio off and I say, now I got an email today that says you guys are going to be working on X, Y, or Z project. Tell me about that. What is that about? I didn't understand what that is. You're going to have to explain it to me a little bit. And so then she starts explaining things out some, and you know that's how I kind of approach it. I like those little notifications because it comes right to my phone, and then I can then follow up with her about it. So you know. I hope everybody is utilizing those sorts of email updates.
Are you guys receiving those echo email updates? No. Okay.
Good enough.
Good to know.
I used to.
And then they stopped.
Yeah.
Like we posted a grade or whatever.
Yeah, and now
But I don't get any anymore.
Okay.
Now, another thing, and this is from a student's perspective, and this might spark some curiosity, is I'm in a classroom and we do this, and I know there's times where they might, and this is where kind of like you may have to talk to them about it some, but I've seen students be like, oh crap, we gotta email our parents about this. Man, I just found this, I don't know what we're gonna do. Right. And they almost don't, and I kind of sat down and talked to a couple of my friends have done this, anyone out there, but I've talked to I sat down as just a friend and being kind of wondering like, hey, what's up? Or so, what's going on? And there may be a possibility that some of them may be scared to actually come out and start talking.
The other thing that's good about that is they have them do a plan of action. Like, I am getting a D in this class, but I'm gonna do this, this, and this to make sure that the grade gets brought up or that I don't continue having a problem.
Kind of going off of explaining the project, like you as parents asking your kid, like, explain the project to me. I find that my mom does a pretty good job at that. She always wants me to talk, and I'm like, I don't want to talk. But then it always helps me get a better understanding of the project when I'm explaining it to someone else. Like, I'm the facilitator, I'm the teacher telling them, well, this is what you have to do and all that. And I'm thinking, oh, crap, I didn't do that. You know, well, that's what I have. That's my thought process. So if you ask the kid, you're asking your kid to explain what's going on, and I think it always helps them to realize and understand the process that they need to be thinking. So I just going off of an earlier point.
Yeah, because last year Emily had to do a project on artificial hips. And so, you know, I told her, you know, I've actually watched those, you know, put in the operating room, and I told her some of the stuff that they used, and then I was like, you know, you do know that Warsaw's the orthopedic capital of the world, right? So it just sparked a nice conversation between the two of us, and she was like, wow, that's really interesting. And so then she showed me some of the videos that they had watched, which I found very interesting. So we had a nice, you know, a really nice adult, mature conversation about something. And, you know, that was refreshing instead of just, you know, oh, this girl did that, that boy said this, these people broke up. And, you know, it was nice to have a mature conversation about, you know, artificial hips at our house.
know one thing that I often do at home is, like when I'm researching and I can't find anything, I often like just exclaim, I've searched Google for hours and I can't find anything. And so and my mom will sometimes come over and instead of like specifically telling me go here, she'll like maybe give me a idea for something to search in Google, like a different, like phrase the words differently that I hadn't thought of before, and a lot of times that'll help me like then go on a spark of train that gets me to the website or resource that I need.